Πρόεδρος της Ευρώπης, τυπικά ο πρόεδρος της Ευρωπαϊκής Επιτροπής, έχει την έδρα του εδώ στις Βρυξέλλες. Γεννημένος στη Λισαβόνα, ο Ζωζέ Μανουέλ Ντουράν Μπαρόσο σπούδασε νομικά και πολιτικές επιστήμες. Από την ακαδημαϊκή καριέρα προτίμησε την πολιτική. Πρωθυπουργός της Πορτογαλίας το 2002, γρήγορα έτυχε ευρείας αποδοχής από όλους τους Ευρωπαίους συναδέλφους του και έτσι το 2004 ανέλαβε την Προεδρία της Ευρωπαϊκής Επιτροπής. Ο Ζωζέ Μανουέλ Μπαρόσο είναι πατέρας 3 παιδιών, λάτρης της κλασικής ελληνικής παιδείας αλλά και του Κωνσταντίνου Καβάφη.
How about our medium-sized countries, both belonging to the Mediterranean?
I think there are many things in common between Greece and Portugal. Greece and Portugal have more or less the same dimension in population terms, 10 million people. More or less the same level of economic and social development. We have joined the democracy more or less at the same time in 74-75, because before there was no democracy in our countries. We are countries also with a great cultural identity. The Greek culture is very strong, the Hellenic culture, and the Portuguese as well. So countries that, in fact, relatively small, but the cultural aspect is well beyond our borders. For instance, in Brazil they speak Portuguese. Greece, the Hellenic culture has influenced so many countries outside Greece as well. I think we have, and the people. When I go to Greece, when I am in the streets in Greece, the men and women, they are very similar to the Portuguese. I think the Mediterranean culture, the southern country culture is very, very similar. And I think that those countries have benefited from being members of the European Union. Before the accession of Greece or Portugal, our countries were not so developed as they are today. At the same time, I think both Greece and Portugal gave also a contribution, an important contribution to the European project. And indeed, both Greece and Portugal are very much in favor of European integration. The different parties, but they are the most important parties in Greece and Portugal are supporting the European Union as a project.
Once FYROM, our national affair, is solved, do you think Greece would have a stronger say in the Balkans?
I have already said this to my Greek friends, the government, Prime Minister Karamanlis and the other political leaders several times. Greece is the country of the European Union probably that knows better the Balkans. And so you have a natural expertise in that region. That region is very important for the future of Europe. Not only Croatia, we hope to have Croatia soon as member of the European Union, but other countries like the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, they have applied for membership, and other countries, hopefully they will join us. And so there are important interests there. And in fact, I would like very much to see this issue of the name solved. Because Greece is spending a great part of its political capital in that issue. That is, of course, sensitive. I understand it's very sensitive issue for Greece, and I very much respect that. But what I have to ask the Greek authorities and also the authorities in FYROM is to work constructively for a solution, because that would give us even a more, let's say, importance to Greece in the region. You see, I think it is to be good from the Greek point of view, the Greek national point of view, that this problem is solved. Having said this, I understand the sensitivity, and I hope that the solution will be found in good harmony.
I had the chance to hear you speaking with some Greek academics about Plato, about our philosophers, and I realized how deep is your knowledge about ancient Greece. How about contemporary Greece?
I have a passion for Greek classic culture, this is true, for the philosophy. After all, we are all Greeks. We are all Greeks in Europe, because the heritage of classic Greece and also classic Rome, but it was Greece through Rome, is immense in our concepts, the way we see the world, the philosophy, and so I have a great respect. Modern Greece, I don't know as well, but I have some, for instance, I like very much, he's no longer alive, but your great poet Kavafis, and of course I've seen also some of the contemporary composers, Xenakis, Melina Mercouri, many others.
And the new museum that
the museum I visited. I have the privilege of visiting the museum before.
It is inaugurated.
It is inaugurated. I'm very grateful for that. I hope to come back again. I visited already twice to see how it is going to happen. The Acropolis Museum, but also the National Archaeological Museum in Greece.
What did you like in the new Acropolis Museum?
The new Acropolis Museum, I like the kind of dialogue it has established with the Acropolis. So when we are inside, we see the Acropolis. So I think it's much more convenient to have the pieces there than to have it where they were before. And there are very beautiful pieces there, namely the how to say the marbles that was in the Acropolis itself. There are very beautiful pieces, but I also like the architecture, the way it is open in terms of light, and the dialogue with the Acropolis itself.